Excellent.
How
Are
are
you all
you?
right?
Yes, are
I'm good, I'm
you?
good. Checking my hair, my wild hair.
I know. I'm just getting used to mine because I've changed my colour on it, haven't I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just getting used to it now. But
I
yeah,
still
getting
s-
there, getting there.
I still see you as a blonde.
I know, I know. It was mad because when I first did it, I was like, "What have I done?" But I'm all right now. I am getting used to it. Getting used to it.
Yeah,
It's
I
good for
think
the
that's all it
winter.
is. Just yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's good for the winter.
Right. So, what are we gonna talk about tonight?
Right. So basically, I think we want to discuss your academy. And how
Yes,
that's working.
mm-hmm.
And then I think just briefly touch on what sort of thing I'm doing and what I'm offering as well, with regards to the courses and things like that.
Yeah,
So that'd be good. And then obviously we're going to do some readings on the collective, aren't we? And find out
yeah,
where
yeah,
people's energies are. I think we really need to touch on that because I think we need to make sure that we're sort of grounded, if that makes sense, especially in
yeah,
December, moving into January. I
yeah,
think
I
that's so
agree. Yeah,
important.
I want to check world energies. I've got my cards here.
Yeah,
So,
perfect.
um, what cards are you having tonight?
So I've got the light seers and also my very, very, very old tarot cards as well, which are my babies. And also I've got
Oh,
the
yeah.
oracle cards as well. So they're more in alignment with what my guides want to say when they come through. So I've asked them to come through and channel a few words of wisdom.
Oh,
Uh,
excellent, excellent.
so yeah, we shall see what
Right.
guidance I've got to say.
So Joe, my suggestion is let's introduce ourselves first of all with a few words
Okay.
and go from there. So, would you like to begin?
Okay, so I'm Joanne. I'm a medium and a Reiki master and a spiritual coach. So I channel through, I do videos on TikTok, and they're very spur of the moment. I don't plan anything, and I don't do weekly ones either because mine are very organic and my guides will just give me ringing in my ears and go, right, press record. So, I never do a live, but because I'm always like a bit, oh, but I should be used to doing a live because that's what my videos are like, even though I know I can change them afterwards. And that's probably the thought process I have. I just press record and see what comes through. So yeah, and I've just started training in 5D quantum healing as well, which is a higher perspective of Reiki. So
Yeah.
just started doing that. So I'm nearly finished with that as well. And yeah, I do angel readings and things like that. So I just channel in the energies and get the guidance for people, really. And I
Yeah,
love
and you
it.
are very good at it actually.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So are
Because you and
you.
I often, thank you. Often you and I exchange information about this, don't we?
Oh, yeah. And it's mad because normally our cards really correspond with each other, don't they?
Yeah, yeah,
And we could be having a conversation and then you'll sit there and you'll do your cards and then you go, yeah, look. And it's lovely the way spirit and the higher realms sort of connect. It's a little bit like when you're talking to somebody and you're on your mobile phone and all of a sudden an advert pops up on your phone and you go, we were just talking about that. But
yeah,
that's a little
yeah.
bit
I
the way
know.
spirit works as well, a little bit. So
Yeah,
it is nice.
yeah. Okay, that's great. And people
So
can, I suppose people can find you on your TikTok and they can, your link tree is on your TikTok, isn't it? In your bio.
yeah, my link tree's on my TikTok. They can find me on Facebook, and I've got a YouTube channel as well, which is on my link tree. So everything is on my link tree. So if you go onto Facebook, you'll find me on there. I think I was known as I don't know what I'm up as now, but I was known as guiding like medium on here, but I've changed it to Awakening Journey with Joanne on YouTube and on TikTok now and on Instagram, just so I've got the same sort of name and platform. But my Facebook is primarily for booking one-to-one readings and things like that, really. So, but on TikTok, that's
Yeah,
where I share, and YouTube, I share all my videos, and that's when I get prompted by my guides to share stuff for light workers and star seeds and awakened ones as well, of how it's more about uplifting messages of how and guidance of how to get through the trials and tribulations that
yeah.
life's hurdles throw us, really. So
Yeah, and your readings are pretty good. I
oh,
must
thank
say.
you,
Yeah,
so are
so
yours.
if anybody needs a bit of guidance on a sort of more 5D quantum level, go to Joanne's bio and just book a reading. Do it now.
Do it now, book with me, do it now. Yeah, I'm very much sort of more of going into 4D, definitely light workers and star seeds and our missions, and really helping ourselves to ground and take care of ourselves. And like I say, Facebook is what I would call more of a 3D platform for people that just want general readings and guidance and things like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, light workers have been through a lot the last 5 years, but this year has been, I don't even know what word to use to describe it.
A year that I never thought would be. I honestly
Yeah,
thought we would sail through it. I thought this year is the year of the Great Awakening. Next year is going to be the year of building, which I still see it. And I know that loads of people have woken up to lots of things this year. I do believe we've been in very much a spiritual war.
oh yeah,
But what's really shocked me, Anna, and I know we're probably going to touch on this later, but I'm just going to be very brief, is the way that people that we've probably followed in the past that have been spiritual workers, and things have literally changed. They've not seemed to be working for the light, shall we say, and it shocked me. It has shocked
Oh
me
yeah.
very much. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you and I
it's
have had this conversation. You and I have had this conversation many times. The spiritual people are, well, people who want to make money hide behind the word spiritual, and they abuse the word spiritual and the meaning of the word spiritual to make money.
yeah, because spirituality for me is opening up that veil, tuning into who we truly are, but and especially from a light workers and a star seeds point of view, it's bringing the bridge, so it's helping people. And how can you help people when you're charging so much money, especially the way the
Yeah,
world
I
is at the
know.
moment? So if you're
Yeah,
coming from a place of love and you're coming from the light and you're working with the light, yeah, we all need money to survive. We really do. But it's finding that common ground, isn't it? You know?
yeah,
And I think
yeah.
that's why we've noticed that, haven't we? And that's
Mm,
why we always try and make sure that we're fair, you know,
yeah.
with what we charge. And you know, I'm a monkey for charging. That's where you've had to come round and give me my soul slaps, because I'd do
Yeah.
anything if I could. So you're always pulling me up about that, which is good. It's good because you have got to find that balance.
Oh yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, we run a business. Not a hobby.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it starts off a hobby at first when you start
Yes,
learning
it's
yourself, doesn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
I mean,
It's normal to charge, to work for free or to charge not a lot of money at the beginning while you gain more experience and confidence. But when you gain that confidence and that experience, you don't just charge money for the time you're giving to people. You charge money for the value of your work.
yeah, absolutely. And when you're coming from the right place, you want to give them quality. You want to be able to draw in
Yes.
the right energies for them as well. I mean, I've been self-employed for a long time, but I've been doing Reiki now for what, about 2, 3 years. Um, so the Reiki came in before the readings, but I just got pulled to do the cards, and then my guides. Sometimes they'll go, you don't touch on them, but I still love touching on them. I love the cards.
Yeah.
We love doing
Yeah,
the
me
cards.
too. Yeah. Yeah, I was considering to remove readings from my website, but I was like, no, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for the time
Oh
being.
no, I love your readings. You can't move them.
Thank you. I
And it's
actually pulled
you.
some cards today for my Facebook page, but I was drawn to do my Rider Waite to use my Rider Waite deck
Well,
today.
that's unusual for you, isn't it? Because you normally go
Yeah,
for your other ones.
yeah. But we follow our intuition. That's if my intuition is telling me use the other deck, I'll use the other deck.
Yeah, that's what. That's why I've got about 5 decks out in front of me, because I just think I'll just pick whichever one. You know what I mean. I'll just get guided by it, really.
Yeah, yeah. Right. So, before we move on, I'm going to just say a few words about what I do.
Yes.
A bit of a self-promotion.
Well,
Well, we have to, as entrepreneurs, we need to get used to promoting our own businesses. Because if we don't do it, nobody else is going to do it for us. The Spiritual Business Academy basically is an online business school with a very fancy name, which I
yes.
really, really love. And what I do is I just help people to transition from 9 to 5 life into running their own businesses. And My approach to coaching is very spiritual. I do teach my students about sales and marketing, but I do it in a very authentic way. Because, as you said earlier, when we talked about spiritual people, in the world of coaching, there's a lot of people who are very skilled in sales, and all they want to do is close a sale, but not actually help the person, and they charge ridiculous amount of money for their coaching programs or courses. And I don't want to do that, because when you start a business, or when you work, even when you have a full-time job and you want to start a business, you still have bills, food to put on the table,
Yeah.
family to support. People can't afford to pay 3, 4, 5,000 pounds for a coaching program. I mean, what are these prices? Are we paying off a house?
Yeah, I know. And it gets so frustrating sometimes. You look down and you think, oh, that looks amazing. Because I'm like a sponge. I'm always learning. I think when you're on this spiritual journey, that's what it's all about. You're always going to be learning. And it's the
Yeah.
same with your business, Yana. You're always going to be introducing new things. And that's what makes it so brilliant, because you don't just
Mm.
stick to it and then that's it. You're thinking, oh, I'm going to pull that in now and I'm going to pull that in now.
Yeah, because when you run a business, you learn as you go along. You change things, you change your name, you change your marketing strategies, you try different things, and if
Yeah.
you fail, you fail. If you succeed, succeed, and just that's just part of business.
Growing.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of people they're afraid of that. When they start a business, or they're thinking of starting a business, they say to me, "Oh, but what if I fail? What if nobody follows me? What if nobody likes me?" And I'm thinking, hold on a minute. So we haven't started the journey yet, and you're already in a negative mindset.
Yeah, you're already doubting.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this is part of the programming, isn't it? Always the negative.
Oh, it's fear. It's fear,
Yeah,
isn't it? You've either got fear or
yeah.
love, and fear comes in many ways, many, many
Mm,
ways, but love is love. And when you're connected and you're
yeah,
coming from the right place, that's when the you lose that fear, you lose that judgment of yourself and the criticism of yourself of, I mean, we've still all got it, you know, we're still human. We
Yeah.
should be human, you know, that's what we're here for, and we're here to learn lessons and things like that. But it's learning how to transmute that negative energy or
Mm.
that fear or that doubt. And it's just being observant of yourself, isn't it? And your own mindset as well, and what you allow coming in.
Yeah, because it's not impossible to let go of fear. It's just I think it's people genuinely don't know that that's possible.
Yeah, the best thing you can do to let go of fear is conscious breathing, conscious breath work,
Oh yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
You say to people, breathe, and they go, that's so obvious, Joe. I'm like, yeah, but not if you're doing it consciously, because when you're doing it consciously, your mind can't think of other things. And if you
yeah.
think about it, when women had babies years ago and there was no
Mm.
NHS or nothing like that, there was no medical system, that's the only way they got through it. How, I don't
Yeah,
know, but you know what I mean? So it goes back hundreds and hundreds of years, but it just puts
yeah,
you present and it gets you centered. And strangely
yeah,
enough, that's where all the answers, when everybody, you know, you've heard people say the answers lie within you. It's because when
yeah.
you're grounded and you're present, you're allowing for your higher self, your higher energy, consciousness, the spirit guides, the angels to come in, because it's very gentle the way they work. We were saying this the
Yes.
other day, weren't we? And you
Yeah,
sometimes they come through quite loud, and you're like, oh, okay, I got that message. But then sometimes when you're asking a question, sometimes nothing will come through, and it's human nature to say, where are you? Where are you? But it's just it's like tuning out and tuning in, isn't it? Tuning
mm,
out of
yeah,
everything around you and then just centering yourself and tuning in. Um, but yeah, it's very, very, very important. But that's what I love about your business, because you don't just sort of talk to people about how you set things up, which are great, absolutely amazing advice. You've given me some this week. But then you also talk about the aspect of how they're going to handle it and what's going to
mm,
happen when they go through this process, because you are going to be hit with doubt, you are going to be hit with uncertainty, because we've been programmed to be that way, and to be so judgmental of ourselves, and you know, something's not working, so it's like, right, I can't do this. But this is where I
yeah,
feel your academy comes in, and you bring in the spiritual side, because you help them connect with who they are,
mm, yeah, yeah.
and
I sorry, carry on, carry on.
they start to get confidence within themselves, as opposed to
Yeah,
other academies and other businesses out there. They give you guidance and you pay for this guidance, and then it's like, well, then off you trot and you crack on with
yeah,
it. But you don't do that. You'll say, look, you know, if you come up against this, then this is how you can handle this. And you give them guidelines all the time. And it's so important, because you can so easily fail or fall back or walk away.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The transition from employee to entrepreneur is a very, very long transition. It's not like, 24 hours. I'll be a new person next month. No, it does, there isn't a time frame.
Yeah,
And people often want, something to happen like now.
yeah.
We're lacking patience as a human race. Um,
Big, that's
and
one of them. Yeah, definitely.
mm, yeah, and I did actually include this in one of my courses. It's like you're creating another personality, you're creating a new persona when you start your own business, because you need to, in a way, reprogram your brain to think different, because the matrix has brainwashed us
Yeah,
so much, and it's not just our generation, previous generations as well. And as you and I have said many times before, our mission in this lifetime is not just to break our programming, but to break previous generations' programming, so we don't pass this on to the next generation.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
as light workers in this lifetime, we have a very, very, very important job, and nobody pays us for that.
Very hard job as well, because like you say, not only
Yeah.
are we working to ourselves, we're trying to ensure that, being a mum myself, she doesn't pick up on my traits. And I'm not going to say I'm 3/4 away through my life, but I've passed the middle part of my life. So it's like, and she's 15, so she's seen me in areas when I was in the 3D and how I probably, lost my patience. Patience is one of the biggest things for
Oh,
me.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
am learning. I am getting there. I am getting there. I think I told you before, I was hit with three lots of things yesterday that could have really tried my patience. And I just sat and I thought, no, it's not happening. If I want to go into the new year, I don't want to bring this year with me.
Yeah.
Because this year has been, I honestly thought that this year would be really easy because we're conscious, we're aware, we've got our own inner toolbox. It's been we've said this before, it's been one of the hardest years because it's sort of brought so much more to the surface, don't you think, rather than, than
Yeah.
the previous years. It's like, okay, so you want to get rid of all this, there you go then. And you're just like, oh, okay, I forgot that I was like that, or I forgot I'd got that, or I forgot I'd experienced that. So you're working through that. But you do feel so much better when you have done. But it's
Yeah,
hard.
it's been a year of releasing.
Absolutely. It really, really has. Really has. And I'm
That
just,
means this means the next year is a year of new beginnings.
yeah, it really is. And if you're in the right alignment, you're going to be you're going to sail through it. You really
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
My
Um,
guides are,
no, carry on, carry on.
yeah, my guides are always saying, doing nothing is doing something, because when you are doing nothing, you are exactly present and where you need to be.
Yeah,
And that was
yeah.
quite hard for me because I am a doer. So,
Right, Joe. If there isn't anything else, do you want to jump into sort of pull some cards about world energies? Are you
yes,
okay with that?
definitely. Yes, let's do it.
So what do you wanna? So do you mind when I talk about when we talk about world energy? So I've put some notes. I've sent you earlier my notes, didn't I?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a look at the banking system?
Oh, yes. Are we
I think
looking
this is going to be
for,
very interesting.
yeah, are we looking for next year? Have we got a
Yeah,
timeline on this?
let's
Should we
put
look at
next
the
year,
big,
yeah, because I don't yeah. I don't see any point to look at something until the end of the year, to be honest.
yeah, should we sort of say the early part of next year, the first 3 or 4, 5 months? What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's do the first 6 months of next year.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay.
Right. Ooh,
Yours are jumping out as usual.
yeah. Lots of cards. Are you ready?
Go on.
So, shall I start? Shall I begin, Joe?
Yeah, fire away. They're probably going to be the
So
same.
I've got 7 cards fell off.
Wow. Okay.
So I feel like, well, not I feel, but looking at the cards, there will be something new that people like us have manifested.
That's so bizarre. I've literally got
Okay,
the. Go on.
so this I get army with this card.
Yeah. So do you think
It's
that's
going to
probably
bring,
military?
yeah,
Oh,
the army is going to bring in the gold.
yeah. Yeah. That sounds good. I got the
And
chariot.
it's going to give it to the people,
Wow.
to the working people,
Perfect.
and this is going to help them to stay, I want to say grounded, but look at this here. The bird is holding a golden coin.
Oh.
We're going to live abundant life, not just financially fulfilled, but also emotionally. We're not going to
Yeah.
be worried about money. But I just want to remind people that this is for people who do their inner work.
That.
If you are
Yeah.
stuck in 3D energy and you think that money is going to come from somewhere magically just because, it's not going to happen.
Well, that's
So,
amazing.
what you
I
got?
I have got the I always have to count them. So I've got the 10 of Wands.
All right.
But the strange thing is with that card, it first come through and I thought as long as you're in the right energy, like you've just said, and you're working with the right energies, things are going to come through. But if you're working
Yeah.
with the lower energies, you're going to get stuck. Now I have had the
Yeah.
Chariot as well, which effectively I feel as though very much we've got the yin and the yang here. So it's basically where you are, like you've just said,
Yeah.
where you are. If you are, because I mean, I'll probably talk about timelines and things like that and being in the right energy, but if you're in that right energy, the world next year, I feel, you're gonna basically, it's as if there's a speeding train and you're ready to jump on it. You're gonna be on it and you're gonna be fine. And everything that you're in alignment with will actually come in. So everything, like you've said, manifesting or being positive about it, it's going to come into your reality. If you're
Yeah.
not, and you are in the lower 3D, you're going to be very much the 5 of Wands. I'm picking up there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be in quite much of a lower vibration, and they're the ones that are going to
Yeah.
struggle.
Mm.
But I have got the Ace of Cups, which is full of abundance as well. So I
Yeah.
think, like you've
Yeah.
just said, it's going to be emotional abundance as well. I feel as though we're all going to
Yeah.
start everything we've worked towards this year and worked on is going to pay off dividends. But you've got to be in the right energy. You've got to
Oh
be
yeah,
aware of,
absolutely.
because I think otherwise you're going to feel as though you are literally I mean, I'm looking at this card, which is the 2 of Swords, but you see
Oh
how
yeah.
she's sort of gazing out. She's looking and she's not really, she's got the world in front of her, but she's looking out the window. She's not looking at where she wants her life to be, still wanting people to tell her what to do and still looking outwardly, instead of tuning inwardly and connecting to all that is, which is the earth, which is the cosmos, which is the higher energy around us as well. And the crown, it's got the crown awakening, which is opening pinnacle, realization. let spirit guide you. And I've been saying this a few times, I think to you as well, to sort of like, we need to let our spirit guides in now, and our helpers and our ascension team and our starseed family, because I've just got the word pinnacle is we're getting to a point now that we're going to be lifting ourselves up higher, but our bodies are going to be still like this. So we've got to try and remain balanced. So the spirit guides and things like that can come in and help us, but we need to call them in and work with them as well. I think very much for the start of next year. But with regards to the financial system, I'm going to do, because my cards are very much sort of to do with energy and making sure that you're grounded and things like that. I feel as though the first part of the year, we're going to feel like we're hanging around a little bit. We've got the hangman, and we're sort of like, but we're connecting.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're meant to do at the start of the year. I think we're meant to sort of connect more, to allow these higher energies to come in. Because don't forget, whatever is happening around that we can't see in the physicality, if we lift our vibrations, we're speeding the process up with regards to the financial system coming in as well. But let me just quickly just shuffle my cards. Bear with me. Because my cards are literally yours were pentacles, mine are concentrating much more on the whole energy. But money is energy at the end of the day as well, isn't it? We've got the magician.
Oh, I've got that as well.
You got that as well. We've got the magician. So let me just see what comes through. I've just had the word financial reset come through. I do feel I'm getting 6 months, and I do feel as though I think it's going, the way it's going to come through is it's going to shock a lot of people, because I don't think they'll be expecting it. I've had the word digital, so I don't know whether it's going to be. Obviously, it's going to be gold backed, I still think. But it's still going to be of higher technology than what we're used to and what we've used before. So I think it's going to be gold backed in the respect that it's going to be true, because obviously at the moment what we have now doesn't really exist.
It's paper and numbers.
And if we went to a bank and wanted to draw out £500,000, the bank would struggle with that, because they haven't actually got it in there, which we know, don't we? But that's what I'm being shown, is the fact that the money will be there and we can draw on whatever we want, because it's going to be gold backed currency. But the actual transitions or transactions of the money will be, I've just got the word upgraded, and will be more digital than what we use now, which I feel is going to concern. I've got the Five of Swords here, which is the mind. Those that aren't in that transitional period and understanding with regards to, I can say it on here, can't I? Like the white hats and things like that. If you know what's going on behind the scenes, you trust the process. But those that are against certain political figures and things like that, they don't think they're doing right for humanity, and we know that they are. So we trust it, and we trust however it's going to come about, it's going to be the good for humanity. But I think a lot of people are going to struggle with it, because I think they're still down that rabbit hole, and they're either not awake and don't know what's going on, or they're down the rabbit hole and they still think that there's a negative agenda going on, when we know there isn't, and the light has won. And whatever's going to happen, and whoever is against whatever, we know that they're in full control anyway. But
Um,
but I think that's where the diversity is going to come in, and with regards to the chariot and the where your energies are as well. If you know things are
yeah,
working for humanity, and we stay within our light, we can speed the process up. But
yeah,
I am getting about 4 to 6 months where we're going to really, really see the difference and the changes.
yeah,
And I do feel as though a lot of us will be a little bit frustrated at first because we're thinking, okay, which we have been, when's it going to happen? When's it going to transition? But I do feel as though it is definitely going to be next year. And those that have awoken, like you and me, about for 5 years, it's not much longer.
yeah. Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more. I mean, we could probably go a little bit deeper with that, but I just feel that, yeah, a little bit longer. I mean, I have had the tower as well, but I don't feel, like I say, I'm really picking up the fact that people are going to struggle with what's going to be coming out because they've been so lack of trust, which is so understandable. The way that we've been used, misused, and, you know, and I think some people are going to struggle with it. But when you know it's all for the
Yeah,
good of humanity, we will trust it and we will know that it is gold backed, but it's going to be done in a different way. Does that make sense?
yeah,
Very,
yeah, yeah.
I've just had a very high tech.
Yeah, yeah, I know I know what you mean. Because we are in the year of Aquarius, and the year of Aquarius is about, community work, humanitarian work, technology as well.
That's
And
the
it's
word I
all
was
for the good
thinking
of,
of.
yeah, and it's all for the good of humanity. It's not, for any notorious, dodgy things. Let's
Yes.
just say. Um, Joe, if you have finished with that one, there is
Yeah.
something that just came to mind because you and I have recently spoken about holistic approach to, health.
Yes.
We talked about essential oils and herbs and things. And do you want to have a look at what is going on with Big Pharma?
Oh, yeah, let's have a look. Let me have a
Yeah, I'm
look.
going to shuffle some. I'm just curious. I've never thought about that, to be honest. Okay. Hmm. I've got the death card.
Amazing.
Anything else? Give me some more. It doesn't want to give me anything else. Maybe we're not meant to know.
Maybe we're not meant to know. I think we've got the Nine of Swords, which is a lot of people are going to really, obviously, as we know, struggle when they find out exactly what's gone on.
Yeah.
I have also got the Four of Pentacles,
All right.
which the guidance I'm getting on this is there's going to be people that are still going to want to hold on to the old system.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sorry, it's going down, which we know that anyway, don't we? There's going to be a lot more.
Well,
There's going to be a
carry
lot
on,
more.
carry on.
There's going to be a lot more companies coming out that are going to bring new things forward, and it's going to be a bit like,
This card again.
oh, so I've got the Eight of Pentacles, and I think that definitely new businesses are going to be coming out next year. Smaller
Yeah.
businesses that are going to promote
Mm-hmm.
holistic things, because
Yeah.
And they're already behind the scenes promoting it. They're all not promoting it, but setting it up and ready. I'm also picking up as well that a lot of the things please don't shoot the messenger, but this is what's coming through. A lot of the things that we thought were bad for us has actually been switched about.
Yeah,
Which is why
yeah. I know.
I've sort of settled down a little bit with regards to what I eat, and all the rest of it, because I do honestly think that I mean, obviously by being positive within yourself and working on your body and working on yourself works anyway. But I honestly think that a lot of the things that we thought were really bad for us, and they were, I think that I'm getting something like something's been swapped over,
Yeah.
but it's not being brought out into the public eye yet because they still want people to wake up and see what's being done to them, and everything's had to be done in a certain way. Yeah, and I've just had the Ace of Pentacles, so a lot of people behind the scenes have put money into a lot of projects. Yeah, and with the I always have to count it. You know, when you've got the what do you call it? The VII. What do you call it?
Oh yeah, those numbers. I don't know what's the
I
how you
can't think
call
what
them in
they're
English
called.
actually.
I can't think what they're called. Yeah, I feel
We
like
call them
there's
Roman. We call them Roman numbers in Bulgarian.
yeah, but I think there's loads of things working behind my ears just gone.
Oh
Loads of
yeah,
things
yeah,
working behind the scenes, and I
yeah,
feel as though it's all going to start coming out, but it's going to start coming out. But then I still feel as though there's got to be. I don't know. I don't know whether I always thought there'd be an EBS,
Oh yeah,
uh,
you always say that. Yeah,
but I think that was the fear mongering in the past, and when you've gone down the rabbit hole and you had all these truthers going 10 days of darkness and da 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 da.
yeah,
I think that'd be too cruel, and I think
yeah,
humanity's been through enough. I think there's going to be this sort of slight thing where things are going to start coming in, and those
yeah,
that are aware are going to tune into it, and then you're going to have other people with the Four of Pentacles that's still going to want to hold on to the old system and
yeah,
not transition across as easily as we will, because we've been dying for it, haven't we? We've been, waiting so long.
yeah.
And I think there's going to be a lot of things, but maybe we could do a reading on that and see if there is going to be such a thing as an exposure, or
Let me just tell you my cards
yeah, sorry, I've
for
been
Big
looking about.
Pharma. No, that's fine. So we've got this card again, which appeared when we did the reading for the banking system. So something new is coming in because the old one is gone.
Yeah, Federal Reserve.
And this is gone. So this is for Big Pharma. Someone, so whoever was on, I'm getting messages with this card. Whoever was in charge of Big Pharma doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, spot on.
And it happened really, really fast.
Yeah,
And it's going to benefit divine feminine, divine masculine.
perfect.
So the families will be very much supported with the new holistic approach. Not like I don't want to go into details because we might get censored. But you know what happens with the babies as soon as they come out from the hospital and they get injected
Yeah,
all over.
yeah, yeah,
That will be gone. That will be gone.
yeah. Needs to be
What
gone.
did you say you want to look into?
Yeah, I was going to see if like the first part of next year is maybe if we could just draw one or two and just see what happens. Is there going to be an exposure?
Oh,
Not
okay. Let's see.
not like an EBS, but is there going to be something that I suppose makes things stop or stand still or even a couple of
How
days?
shall we act? How shall we ask? Is will there be like announcement of the Great Awakening?
Yeah, shall we? Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna ask that. Yeah. Is how is okay? Public announce. Give me guys. Give us guidance about the public announcement of the Great Awakening. I suppose.
yeah. I'm going to let you go first on this one because otherwise I waffle too much on mine. Bring too much into it, I do. Get carried away. Oh, wow.
What are you getting?
I've basically got the World card, the Hermit, and the Seven of
Okay,
Pentacles yet again. I feel as
and
though
I've got the
something's.
Wheel of Via,
Oh, you've
which
got.
is did you say the did you say the
I've
World
got the
card?
world and you've got the wheel. Wow,
Yeah.
that's really good. What I feel as though something is going to come out, but it's going to be very gentle, and then it's going to
Yeah.
show everything behind the scenes of what they've been doing and what they've been trying to show us. Because we've got that mastery card again with the Eight of Pentacles, somebody working and working away. And to me, that indicates that there's somebody behind the scenes because the Pentacles is to do with the practicality of life. And I feel as though they've been working behind the scenes to make this happen for the transition for humanity. And the Hermit I'm getting with this card is somebody is going to shine a light, but it's going to be done in a very gentle way. It's not going to be done in
Yeah.
a fear-mongering way. And then with the World card, it's going to literally change things.
The Sun.
Done. Oh, you couldn't ask
So
for a
it's
better
going to be,
card than that, could you?
as you said, it's going to be a very gentle delivering. They're going to deliver the information in a very gentle, allowing way.
Yeah.
And we've got the High Priestess.
Oh my
So it
goodness,
is
I had
going
that
to.
fall out before on my other deck.
So
Yeah.
it's going to be in a very spiritual, grounded, and at the same time powerful way, because the truth will be delivered, but it's not going to be harsh. However, some people will turn around and walk away from it.
Yeah. Well, they've said that the end. Oh my gosh, I've just got the Tower, and that's how people are going to feel if they're not in the right. If they're not, I think
Yeah,
they're going to struggle with it. And I've
yeah,
also got the Five of Cups as well, where they're all over the place. They don't know which way to turn.
yeah. Oh my God, can you imagine?
Can you imagine? I mean, we've woken up to, been awakened to so much, but we're still living in it.
Yeah,
The only
yeah,
thing I say is a positive for them is if it's starting to change, at least they know it's changing and they can see
yeah.
things for the better. Where we've had no idea if, when, what, whatever. But what I am
Oh,
getting
calm
is
down.
what else was I getting?
Cards are falling off.
I'm What else was I getting? I had something else come through as well. I've got the World card now. Yeah, it'll be there for people to see.
Mm,
And like, oh, when they used to say, like, we say that we're watching a movie, and a lot of people are
yeah,
actors. Do you remember? I'm sure in one of Trump's speeches 4 years ago. What was it now? I know that I saw something else and it said the ending won't be for everybody,
All right.
which effectively would be right, because those that, number one, aren't expecting it, are, like you say, they're going to struggle with it.
Yeah.
But I think because of the way it's going to be delivered, I think a lot of people will just go, oh, and transition into it. But I think you'll have other people that, won't. I really think a lot of people that have gone down the rabbit hole are still quite, bless them, I was there and I know how hard it is. But they don't believe that it's heading in a good place. You know, a few people that I've seen on Facebook and TikTok still believe that things are heading, and they're still in that low vibrational energy of realizing what's been done to us. But when you believe that we're watching a movie and the light is one and where we go one, we go all and all that lot, you know, with Q and the white hats, you know, that's given me my inner truth for 4 years, and I've never, ever, ever felt differently. And I have been questioned after question by people and saying, no, you're totally wrong. You know, this is the way the world's going. And I did have somebody say to me a year and a half ago, it's not all love and light, Joe. I said, well, it depends where you want your energies to be and what you want to
exactly. Depends on the point of view, darling.
Absolutely. And I'm not an argumentative person, but my goodness, I was when I went down the rabbit hole and I was trying to wake people up, and in the end I gave up.
Oh, yeah.
I thought, do you know what? I give up. But now I'm in my higher energy and I'm like, when it happens, you know where to find me. That's if I'm still in the area, you know, but
I can't be bothered to red pill people.
I can't do it anymore because it brings my energies down. And a lot of them don't want to hear it anyway. They're in their own little bubble. They're in their own little world. We've said before, actually, who was the wisest when we decided this, you know, soul life? Because I've seen people walking around supermarkets absolutely oblivious, having the time of their life, talking about Christmas.
Yeah.
And I know not so much this year, but last year and the year before, probably the year before, I'd be walking around, obviously seeing things not from an illusional point of view, but seeing the reality of what it's all about. And I realised that really brought my energies down. I've become quite serious as well. And now I'm just not. What will be, will be. Stay in a high energy. But anyway.
When you said about people, you know, and not waking up, do you know the funny thing is, if you were to have a conversation with one of these 3D people and tell them, right, you've got two choices now. You can go to work, pay bills, and that's it, or you can live in abundance, have unlimited financial resources, and not paying bills. They're going to choose the path where they need to go to work and pay bills, because that's even though it's the most difficult, it's also the familiar path. Do you know what I mean?
It's their logical brain, and that's all they're connected to.
Yes.
And they don't know how else to move away from it. I've got a friend whose husband's very much like that. And regardless of what she says, if you was to say to them, you know, with regards to all the bills and all what that's about, yeah, but you've got to, and that's it. You just hit a brick wall.
Yeah.
So,
For anybody who is listening, before you start arguing with someone like us, go and do your own research first.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because a lot of people think,
because we have.
Yeah, absolutely. We've done our own research, and we recently found out that all the research and everything we did over the last 5 years, not only did we we found the same people, we found these people at the same time.
Yeah.
Didn't we? And we
Yeah.
were like, I was following such and such. My goodness, I was. When was you doing it? I was doing it then. And we've literally mirrored the whole awakening, haven't we? Of the process of who we
Yeah.
followed, when we followed them. It was like, no, this is ridiculous. Like, but such, but I'd say such coincidence, but I don't believe in coincidence because that's enabled us to connect
No.
so much more. Because every time we
Yeah.
talk about something, we go, you didn't, and we go, we did, and we're like, oh my goodness, I did that, or I saw that. And yeah, but yeah, do your own research, absolutely. But I've had arguments with people on Facebook, and I've said, where have you got your information from? And as soon as somebody says the news or off Facebook, I just
Oh,
think, all right, that's fine. If you want to believe what you want to believe, that's absolutely fine. But I'm not going to even I'm not going to even speak to you about it because I'm just wasting my energy. And
you know, my favorite is if it's on the news, it must be true.
I know. I've even got my dad off watching the news now. Yeah, he
Oh
won't
God.
he won't watch it now because I'm like, because I got him to watch. And if anybody has ever watched this, definitely put it in the comments. The Fall of the Cabal. No,
Oh my God. Yeah, that was an eye opener, big time.
wasn't it? Just and when I first started watching it, I don't know about you, but it was like from 1 to 10 that was released. Then you
Yeah,
had to wait
yeah,
ages for 11 to 16 or something, and then the ones after
yeah.
that came out. But that 1 to 10, I watched it all in one night, and I was like, "Oh my goodness me!" I put the microwave in the garden. Honestly, I would just
Oh
was
yeah.
like, "Oh my goodness!" And I got criticised by friends and family. Um, Bless him, my dad was saying, I think you're in a spiritual cult. So I got my earphones and I shoved it on his head and I said, do not move. And he went to take them off when they talked about the children. And I went, they've had to go through that. So please listen to it. And he did, bless his heart. He sat and watched it all the way through. So he's very much open to it. He just doesn't go into it as far as he's
Oh
concerned.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
still continues doing what he needs to do. Um, and I've been saying every year it's going to be different next year. It's going to be different next year. And I think people have just gone, yeah, right, Joe. Even Joe's gone, yeah, right, Joe.
Well, let's go back 5 years, okay? So,
Yeah,
and things have changed a lot in the last 5 years,
yeah,
don't you think?
yeah, they
More.
have.
Oh, something is happening with my phone. Life will end in 5 minutes. Okay. We
Oh,
have
okay.
detected an inactivity during your current life. Complete the oh, hold on a minute. I need to complete verification. What are this nonsense?
Oh,
Anyway, so as I was saying, yeah, a lot more and more people have woken up. I mean, when the events from 5 years ago happened, 5.5 years ago now, I feel like I
yes.
was the only one. You could only find people on Facebook that knew what
Yeah,
was going on. Now
yeah.
there's just more.
So many. So many that are
Yeah,
standing up and actually standing up and going, we're not going to be treated this anymore, treated like this
yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, you're so right. This year literally has been an explosion of people doing their own research and waking up to things. Yeah, you're absolutely spot on.
Right, Joe, it's just past 8 o'clock. Do you want to pull some final cards for the collective?
Yeah, let's see where the energy. Do you want to see where the energy is for December at the moment, or do you want to?
Yes, yeah. Let's have a look as to what's the guidance for the end for this month, you know.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. I've literally just chucked all my tarot cards over my dog. Sorry, Maisie.
Ah, ah,
Sorry.
ooh, feel like people are because we're so used to Christmas time this time of year.
Yeah,
People are getting ready for celebrations. They genuinely want to sit down and have a drink. I'm one of these people.
yeah, yeah. I gave up. I stopped drinking the last year, but yeah, I don't mind a drink this year, definitely. I've got a lot of pentacles. The Ace of
Okay.
Pentacles, the Page of
I've got the
Pentacles, the
knight.
Nine.
I've got okay.
I think people are starting to see become. I mean, we said that this year is more of awakening, but I think people are starting to think of ways that they can actually start making money.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think I told you this since I want to say October. I had inquiries every single day.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
joking. I
really
actually
good.
checked my messenger. Every single day, someone is asking me about the academy because people are starting to realize that working for someone else is a big pile of BS.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, um, but because I did a reading the other day about about entrepreneurs, and basically it's all about slowing down this now. It's I don't think anything major is going to happen. Um, Let me just ask the cards if anything major is going to happen.
Oh my
I've got
goodness.
Pentacles as well. I've got Two of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles. So money will be spent.
Money, yeah, you know what I'm picking up as well though? I think money's gonna be spent, but I think people aren't gonna go stupid.
But look what I've got as well. The Magician.
The Magician. Wow.
Do you know
I
what?
think
Oh, what I'm getting with this card is people are starting to realize that Christmas is very commercialized. Someone told me, a friend of mine told me that there's now advent calendars with actual presents in them, not chocolate.
really.
Yeah, and she said that this kind of sort of takes away the magic of Christmas, opening your presents on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And also, like I said earlier, people are getting ready to chill out, go into hermit mode.
I think yeah, I think the energies are I mean I got influx of great energy, letting loose and tension. I'm
Yeah,
also thinking a lot of us light workers as well. I'm picking up on the energy that this could be the last one, the last commercialized
yeah,
Christmas.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
make the most of it a little bit. I think I'm going to enjoy it a little bit instead of me holding
Mm,
on and thinking, "Oh, we all know what this is about." I'm sort of I've got my Christmas tree out. Do you know last year I chucked all my baubles and all my tinsel and everything. I was that determined that it was going to be so different this year. But this year I thought I'm still going to go and get some tinsel and some baubles. I want
mm.
to for my daughter more than me. I think if it was just me on my own, I don't know. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But I feel as though a lot of people are going to come together and they're going to actually understand that it's to do with family and not just money, money,
Yeah,
money, money.
yeah,
And I think,
yeah,
have you noticed a few of the Christmas adverts? Maybe not, but I think it was on Netflix because we only watch Netflix. And a couple of them have come on and the little children and they've said it's not about what you buy, it's who you spend it with and how important you make it. And I thought we've never had anything like that come on as an advert. I don't think so. I
yeah.
might be wrong. Seems to
I
be
think you told me.
changing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I think a lot of
Well, we,
people
we know we know who is in control.
we do know who's in control, and he's even in control of the that now. what's coming out on adverts and things like that.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have sat down with them all and said, could you just explain this and this and this to me? Because I'm awake and I still don't see it sometimes, you know. But, you know, it's all got to be done a certain way. It's all got to be done the right
It's very strategic, very strategically planned.
process. It's all got to be done in the right way. It's all a process, and it's all going to come out. But it's going to be a journey, and it's like. But if you think of a movie's a bit like a journey with a start, middle, and an end. But I do feel as though we are definitely coming to the end. I really, really don't think
it's about time.
Yeah, I don't think that the truthers, the awakened ones, whatever you want to call us all, could go through another year thinking that things are still not changing in our reality.
No,
I don't think we could.
We've had enough.
Yeah. And I've just had the judgment card, which is opening up new ideas as well. So the judgment card is actually, well, it's basically shining, bringing everything out of the darkness and moving more into the light. And it's and it's a major arcana, which effectively means it's not a slow process. So I can really see, and we've also got the Six of Wands, which is victory. So
good.
Yeah, I definitely think within the next 6 months, I think things will change next year, and the more positive and the more in alignment we are. Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. Right. Well, I think that's it from us, Jo, for tonight.
Yes,
that was a good life. Thanks for everybody who joined us. It was a good life. I think we sort of covered what we wanted to cover, in my opinion.
We have. For those that have probably caught on the tail end or missed us, we're going to see with Yana's guidance if we can save this and then obviously put it on our YouTube channel.
I'm going to download it on my phone, but I need to wait a while for TikTok to process the video. So I'll try probably again tomorrow to download it on my phone, and then I'm going to upload it on my TikTok, and I'll see if I can send you the file, Jo. I can't promise you anything, but I will try.
Oh, well, thanks so much for your time. And yeah, so I've noticed a few people have joined, so yeah, we'll put it on, and then if you've missed the beginning, you'll be able to see all the different things. And we appreciate your comments and whatever, as long as they're all full of love and light, and no negativity, because we don't do negativity, do we, Yana?
No, we don't. No,
not what we're about. But wishing
you, Jo, it was nice to collaborate with you again. So have a nice evening. I'm pretty sure we'll catch up again tomorrow.
I think so, definitely. But thanks so much.
So have a great evening, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Yep, see you soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.